Good morning, welcome back to the GoTyGo channel. Just finished up an easy 4 miles with this guy. We're back, we're in it. We just took 2 weeks off after our ultramarathon. Wasn't the day we wanted, so we decided with all the training we put in, we're gonna jump right back in, have another race we're gonna do in October. We did 100 kilometers through the mountains 2 weeks ago, and then we're gonna do a race in October. It's 100 miles, but relatively flat comparatively. It is dirt roads the whole way, but we'll get into the details of the race as the training goes on. Just wanted to kick things off. We're back in it. Body feels amazing. The way the race had gone, I ended up walking a lot of the end of it, and so realistically my body wasn't as beat up as it could have been or should have been, and so it only took a few days and I was feeling like 80-90% recovered. But now here we are 2 weeks later, feel amazing. We've been running every day through this, but it hasn't been much. The weekly mileage has been pretty low, but that changes this week as we crank things back up. So easy 4 today with this guy. Short day of work today, and then this afternoon we're gonna get back out for some speed work. So it'll be a good day. I'm excited, we're back in it. Let's go. All right, and we're back for our afternoon session. It is pretty windy, so I'm just filming in here for a second. We're gonna go out for 7 miles. We're gonna do 2 miles, nice and easy warm up, and then 2 miles where we're really gonna let our heart rate get going. Top end of zone 2 going into zone 3. So I'm looking at like 156 to 164, kind of the max region. And then we're gonna do 3 miles nice and easy. Key here is really making sure we stay disciplined and stick to that. A lot of times I'll start feeling really loose early and I'll get going too fast, or towards the end I'll feel really good and just want to finish the mileage that I need to finish, and so I stay at a relatively intense pace. But as soon as those 2 miles quick are done, we're going to try to get our heart rate back under control as quick as possible. So that's the plan. Check in afterwards. It is super windy, so hopefully it doesn't become too discouraging during those fast miles if that wind slows us down. But let's find out. All right, and there it is. And it was a windy one. It was super windy. I think my weather app showed 12 to 16 mile an hour gusts, and you could feel it. You could really feel it. So first 2 miles, I'm gonna throw up some charts here so we can see them. I probably went out a little quicker than I should have, felt really good. And I think there's just something about this like peer pressure of crossing a street, crossing a stoplight, and the car's waiting for you, so you speed up a little bit. And then you get to the other side of the road and you don't slow down, or I don't slow down enough, and I maintain that speed for too long, and I realize, oh, I'm going too fast, I gotta cool it. So some of that happened for sure. So the first 2 miles could have been at an easier pace, and then I turned it on for 2 miles. 2 miles in about 12 minutes. I think I did a 5:50 and a 6:10. That 6:10 I had to slow down a little bit. The whole time I was watching my heart rate on my watch. Granted, it is heart rate from the wrist and not a chest strap, but in the second mile, I started hitting that upper limit of 164, so I'd have to cool it just a little bit to keep the heart rate down. And so that second mile was a little bit slower than the first. I could have paced that better. And then as soon as those 2 miles were over, I really got my heart rate down pretty quick. It only took about quarter to a half mile, and I was easily down under 130, getting back into the 120s. And so I'll show that right here. And the last 3 miles were really into the wind and it was just frustratingly slow, I thought, but the paces ended up being pretty good. I love that feeling of going to a slower pace after quick miles, and it just feels so easy and you're still moving at a relatively good speed. So great workout. For the most part, stayed disciplined, stayed true to the plan, and that is really gonna be the key throughout this entire training plan, is sticking to the plan so that my ratio of easy to hard miles stays relevant, stays correct, stays in range, and we stay healthy. So day 1 down. I'll see you in the morning for some easy miles, and we're off and running.